There are moments when a reasonable person becomes unavailable for reasonable behavior. Before an interview, we may tap the table twice, straighten an object that was already straight, and refuse to enter until the left shoe has been tied with appropriate moral seriousness. We know the shoe does not control the interview. The interviewer cannot sense that the knot has been executed according to ancient law. Yet an interruption can leave us strangely exposed, as if the future has caught us without its paperwork. This is the territory of ritual, a sequence of actions whose importance exceeds their immediate practical result. We perform it in a particular order, repeat it, and attach meaning to it. From outside, it often appears to be doing almost nothing. A routine gets the teeth brushed. A ritual can make brushing them the border between public day and private night. The movements may look similar. The psychological job differs. One completes a task, the other announces that something has changed. Rituals become attractive when the result matters and our control is incomplete. Before a performance, after a loss, during illness, or while waiting for news that has declined to arrive on a civilized schedule. The world becomes uncertain, so we make one small part exact. Researchers have asked anxious people to follow rigid, repeating patterns. The evidence is not uniform, but predictable action can sometimes reduce reported anxiety or change the brain's response to mistakes. The ritual does not remove uncertainty. It creates a small island where the next movement is known. Other studies found that a pre-performance sequence can lower anxiety and sometimes improve what happens next, especially when it is understood as a ritual rather than random gestures. Apparently, the mind becomes more cooperative when absurdity receives an official title. This may help explain rituals after loss. In several experiments, people who remembered or performed rituals reported less grief and more control. Grief cannot be folded neatly and stored in a drawer. But when nothing can be undone, an action may give sorrow somewhere to stand. The anthropologist Arnold van Gennep noticed a common structure in rites of passage. First, a person separates from an old role. Then comes a period in between, when the old identity has ended, but the new one feels insecure. Finally, the group receives the person in a new position. The middle is awkward. We have left but not arrived. No longer a student, not yet confident at work, no longer in a relationship, not yet at home alone, no longer who we were before the funeral. Ritual gives this in-between condition a beginning and an end. Ritual also provides witnesses. Graduation does not create knowledge. A wedding does not manufacture affection. A funeral does not create loss. The event tells a community. This change has happened. Treat this person and this absence differently now. Collective rituals add another ingredient. People sing, march, bow, dance, drum, eat, or remain silent together. Research on interpersonal synchrony generally finds that moving together can increase connection and, under some conditions, cooperation. Separate bodies keep one shared piece of time. This is not only poetic. Studies have measured closer grouping, stronger cooperation, and aligned arousal after shared movement or intense gatherings. A collection of individuals becomes a we, useful when a village must harvest, a team must coordinate, or everyone must carry one extremely uncooperative table. Synchrony is not automatically good. The forces that strengthen cooperation can also strengthen conformity. Moving as one may encourage care, it may make dissent feel like betrayal. Ritual can produce generosity, exclusion, courage, obedience, or groupthink. The direction depends on what unity is asked to serve. None of this requires believing that a candle controls weather, a song negotiates with probability, or the universe monitors our socks. Meaning is not supernatural power. An action can fail to change the world while changing attention, memory, expectation, and relationship. Modern life is full of rituals that avoid the name. We raise glasses, blow out candles, shake hands, make the same breakfast, play one song before a difficult task, and place flowers where someone is missing. Small ceremonies wear the disguise of ordinary life. There's an important boundary. A useful ritual is chosen and bounded. A compulsion feels compulsory, expands, and creates distress when it cannot be completed. Repetition is not healthy merely because it has acquired a special bowl. If an act governs life rather than preparing us for it, it needs help. We can build modest rituals on purpose. Choose a real threshold. Starting work, ending work, returning home, entering a difficult conversation, or remembering a day. Give it a short, repeatable sequence. Let one object, movement, place, or witness mark what is changing. Before work, clear one surface, pour one drink, place the phone elsewhere, and write the first small action. None of this completes the work. It tells the mind that waiting has ended. We have crossed from considering the task to entering it. The ending matters too. Close the book, put away the tool, walk around the block, change the light. Without an ending, work leaks into dinner and sleep, while the mind remains employed by an office that has technically ceased to exist. After a loss, the ritual may be smaller. Cook one familiar meal, visit one place, tell one story, keep one date. It does not make pain efficient. It gives loss a form that can be approached, shared, and left for the day. This may be ritual's central usefulness. Life changes continuously, but the mind updates at another speed. Facts can change in one afternoon. Identity may arrive months late, carrying the wrong bags. Ritual builds a bridge between what happened and what we are ready to understand. Before the interview, we may still tap the table twice. We should not confuse this with control over the interviewer, the economy, or the alarming condition of our left shoe. We are arranging ourselves, not the universe. The ritual cannot guarantee what waits beyond the door. It can tell us that waiting is over. We have separated from the person who was preparing, survived the peculiar middle, and now, with no promise except that the next action is ours, we enter.